And welcome to the second hour of the Time Machine on WUAG 103.FM. Playing the best in new and old school hip-hop, R&B, and everything else in between. But right now on the phone with me, I have a lovely lady of God, and she happens to be a part of one of the greatest singing families of any genre of music, Angie Winans of the Winans family. Angie, welcome to the Time Machine.
Thank you, sir. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I appreciate you taking the time out to do this interview with me.
Thanks for having me.
All right, it's definitely no problem. Like, as I stated earlier, been a big fan of your whole family, you know, from the beginning, from the Winans, BB and CC, Winans Phase 2, the whole nine. All right, so let's go ahead and get this started. Now, what age were you when Mom and Pop Winans discovered that you can sing and they put you out in the forefront?
Oh, well, Debbie and I, well, I'm number 9 of the whole clan, and my sister Debbie's number 10. So we actually started out singing background with Daniel Winans. He was a solo artist. So, and then BB kind of stole us from Daniel. So Daniel's still upset with BB to this day.
Okay, because I remember seeing a clip of BB and CC performing Lost Without You on Soul Train back in, I think, 87 or 88. And you
my goodness.
and Debbie where I'm singing backing vocals.
There you go. That's right.
Backing vocals.
So it was BB actually that pushed us to the forefront because we were very content singing background.
So you guys like to be more behind the scenes and not in the spotlight like BB and CC and your brothers.
Exactly. We were very content in the background.
So now, like, around the house growing up, were there any, like, singing competitions between everybody to see who can outdo each other? Like, BB, I can hit that note higher than you. Like, Ron, you know, I can go a little bit lower.
There was always friendly competition, but it was definitely a lot of singing going on. Like, we took commercials serious. Like if it's a McDonald's commercial, one of my brothers would run to the piano and we'd just go to singing it in harmony, you know? So it was a lot of singing going around.
I could definitely agree with that. Now, growing up and knowing that everybody can sing, and what was the feeling like when, you know, your brothers, the Winans, you know, came out and really blew up with Tomorrow and The Question Is, and we can go on down the line of all the great songs they had over the years.
So what are you asking me about that? What are you
like being a part of the whole family? Like, what's that experience like when?
Oh,
you know,
you
your
said
brothers,
how was it?
Yeah, when they came out in the forefront and all those string of hits like Tomorrow, The Question Is, and
so on
and so
see.
forth.
But what you got to realize is my father used to be the Winans manager. So all of my life, my father gave concerts in Detroit, Michigan. We always did a concert a year in Detroit. So, and that's before BB and CC went off to be with PTL. I don't know if you remember that. And we just did, so it was always, we always did concerts. So when they came out on the forefront, the Winans with The Question Is, it really wasn't anything new, but the world was in on it then, I would say.
Right, I definitely agree with that. So what was it about, you know, it seemed like there's something in the water in Detroit, Michigan. You know, you had the whole Winans family, you had the Clark sisters, the late Mattie Moss Clark, and Commission. You know, and those three right there pretty much changed the game and helped elevate contemporary gospel into where it is today.
That's true. The Clarks, you mentioned Mattie Moss, right there, Bailey's Cathedral. They used to have midnight concerts every weekend, and you name it. You had Rance Allen. I mean, everybody, they was all from Detroit. It's amazing. It must be something in the water.
I definitely agree with that. And talk about...
And you see the Winans and the Commission and the Clark sisters, they all went to the same high school, too.
Wow.
Mumford High School. So can you imagine all of them in the same choir?
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, I know that... It must be tough to find somebody to sing lead on a choir song because anybody can take the lead.
Oh, my God. You forgot Vanessa Bell, Armstrong. It was just so many.
Wow. Now,
right
now, while we're on that subject of contemporary gospel, we cannot forget the man that pretty much laid the foundation, the late, great Reverend James Cleveland. Let's talk about him.
Oh, well. I was real young when James was putting out his hits.
Mm-hmm.
So you got the wrong one to really talk about. James Cleveland.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, James Cleveland, another strong influence in the realm of gospel music.
Right.
And I believe PTL was with John Baker and the late Tammy Faye. They were down in, I think, Charlotte, North Carolina.
That's right, Jim Baker. That's right.
Yeah, I believe, and that's where BB and CC, got their start. So now, when you were singing backup for BB and CC, what were some of the greatest moments of being on the road with them, touring and singing background, like any backstage moments or getting the chance to sing with other people?
Countless moments. We did the Heaven Tour. That's one of the tours that come to mind. And we toured that for 2 years. And just the bond we made with the band members to this day, it's just a memory. I mean, I met my husband on that tour.
Wow.
So it's such a memorable tour, and whenever we get together, my family, we're so close-knit. Whenever we get together, it's just always a memorable moment.
It definitely is, because I also remember, too, that on Oprah, I think it was back in 88 or 89, the Winans were on, and they had the whole family singing,
right.
I think, Joy to the World around the piano, and it was good to see everybody, around the piano singing. I believe Oprah and Stedman was sitting there, and I think they kind of shed a tear, because, I mean, all of the Winans can pretty much sing their butts off. If I would be in the background, I'd make sure my mic pad was turned on so I could lip sync all the way, because I'm not trying to out-sing Michael, Marvin, Carvin, or definitely Ron.
Right.
I'm definitely not trying to do that. But the album that really got me listening to contemporary gospel was the Return album with a friend, and It's Time, and several cuts were produced by Teddy Riley. So what was your take on them linking up with Teddy to make up that album? And a lot of people within the traditional gospel world shouldn't believe that gospel and secular shouldn't mix.
Oh, well, as long as they're coming to our side. And it was definitely, he was experiencing our side and being on the gospel side. So from that take, I feel like it touched him, and his experience he'll never forget.
And
Teddy Riley.
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of young people were in church as soon as they heard his time, probably got up in the aisles. Some old folks like, are they catching the Holy Ghost, or is he doing, this is not Soul Train, this is the house of the Lord. If you want to do that, you go to the club. You know what those old folks used to say? They used to be like, you can get up and party on Saturday night, but can't get up and go to church on Sunday morning.